So my topic will be the weightlifting snatch analysis. This is an assignment that I give to my students in what we call Praxis of Strength and Conditioning. So their topic is they analyze their snatch movement and then describe the kind of good things they did and bad things that they did based off of what they know about the movement. The method that I'm choosing for this assignment, obviously, is I'm going to use a video as well. The outcome would be to that students convey through demonstration as well as oral presentation how to perform the snatch. So I usually have them do a video analysis and they speak to me through their video and talk about proper form and how to correct any misguided movements. The goal is that they learn how to teach proper technique to athletes. That's the whole goal of this class, is they're going to be working with athletes or other populations and need to be able to teach proper exercise technique, especially a technical lift like this. So how this would work, this would be like an example for students. So very first thing we do is, obviously we see this is my student Katie. She is starting from, we have stages of a snatch where she's starting from the first stage because obviously she's a novice, starting with the power snatch. So the power position would be about that mid-thigh position. Again, she could pull from her mid-knee, from the floor, and do the entire movement into an overhead squat. However, she, like I said, she's a beginner, so we're just going to start her at the first stage, doing a power snatch from that power position. You notice her shoulders are over the bar, so whenever she pulls, so we would call this the second pull. I'm trying to get her video. So she starts from the mid-thigh, pulls, so that would be what we call her second pull. The first pull would be from the floor. The transition would be when her knees come back underneath the bar, and second pull is when she hits that transition marker, hits that power position in mid-thigh. So you notice the bar is a little bit away from her body, but pretty close. Her whole goal is to keep that bar as close as possible. One thing you will notice, so students, if you notice, her grip is a little bit too close together. So when you guys are measuring, someone's snatch grip width, it's either going to be from elbow to elbow if they have their arms completely abducted, or it's going to be from the shoulder acromion process across the posterior part of the back all the way out to a closed fist on the other side, and that kind of gives you an idea, a general marker of how far your arm should be for the snatch. So we notice that she goes through kind of what we call triple extension. She extends at the ankles, knees, as well as the hip, brings the bar up, comes under, brings the head forward, lands in what we call a power position. So she's about in a quarter squat. Okay, shoulders are externally rotated to hold the bar, and it looks like a pretty clean lift. I'm not sure if she scooted back just a little bit or not, but did pretty well. So now she brings the bar back down. She's going to do it one more time. Again, extends, comes back under. She goes backwards just a little bit, steps onto her toes. So certain things that we might look for if the athlete ends up actually going into a little bit lower of a squat, is we could see, especially for females, her knees go in. That's one thing that we want to watch for, especially for female athletes. Her torso might excessively lean forward, meaning that she has some tight hip flexors. And then her back could also potentially be rounded, but in that case, the bar would probably land on the floor. So she has pretty good mobility and flexibility. And she does a very good job of keeping those shoulders over the bar, allowing her to have that bar path go completely straight, directly over her head. And one thing to note, that she does have a hook grip in this picture that allows her to apply a little bit more force on the barbell and not lose her grip on the barbell. Thank you for listening.